Good morning, movers, and welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. It's Tracy, Steen. Today's workout is all focused on your glutes, glute gains. Okay, here's your format. We're gonna start with a 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds transition as sort of like a warm up, okay? But it'll get sweaty. We'll feel the burn for sure. I'm gonna use a mini band. If you don't have a mini band, don't worry about it. I'll do some of the exercises without, but this puts a little bit of added tension. It's great for warming those muscles up. Then, of course, we're gonna move into our strength set. We'll have 4 different exercises where we're really challenging the muscles, and we'll do straight sets. So we'll stay in each exercise for 3 sets, progressively lifting heavier throughout. Then at the end, after that strength set, we'll go back into a burnout for our glute muscles. All right, you're gonna require a variety of dumbbells for the workout today, and here are the ones that I am using. I'm also gonna grab my barbell. If you don't have that, don't worry. Just use weights that you can lift that are challenging for your muscles. I'm also gonna use my bench, but I'll show you modification if you don't have one, and a light resistance band. Again, I'll show you modification if you don't have that. We will start with a warm up and we'll end with a cool down. Are you ready to move daily and see some glute gains like that? Me too. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going into traditional strength training here. So this is not the warm up that I was talking about. We'll go into that in a moment. This is just get the blood flowing, and then we'll do our first sequence. All right, so if you don't normally do the warm up and you want to jump ahead to that, go ahead. This is just your 3-minute, get the blood flowing. All right, take it wide. Right there. Good. Two more here. And hand to toe tap right there. Last one here, but stay wide. We'll do a little side to side lunge. I'm gonna take it down to the ground, but you can stay up high if you need. Very good. Just draw those elbows down to the ground, really lengthening in through the inner thighs here. Last one on this side, and drop right into that world's greatest stretch. Low and twist right here. Good, I'm just sinking toward the ground and switching sides. Switch again. And last one here. And come on up. Let's just do some hip cars. Slow and controlled, we'll go 3 to the back, 3 to the front. Big, big circle here. Controlled articular rotation. Reverse direction, 3. Up, up, up and around. Switch legs, 3 to the reverse. And 3 the other direction. Good. Just right here for a few. Again, just trying to increase our blood flow a little bit. Of course, you could do this warm up on a treadmill or elliptical. High knee here. And butt kicks. Let's finish off with some front kicks here. Alternate sides. Last one. All right, excellent. Get ready. We're gonna start with that 30-10 circuit. So 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds to transition. A number of different exercises. We'll repeat this through twice. All right, starting with your lateral walk, with or without a band. I'm gonna put that nice light band above the knees. We're gonna side to side walk. We're going from 1 to 1 to 1 here. So follow along, drop it low. And we start right here. Tap and return. Now, if you are wearing a band, the name of the game is not to allow those knees to collapse in. If your band is too heavy and your knees are turning inward, ditch the band and do it without. Stay low. Oh, that burn. All right, going into our glute bridge abduction. I'm gonna keep the band where it's at. Good, feet together. I'm gonna come up and open and down. So open, down, open, good. Again, without a band, you're just dropping low, up to bridge and open, up to bridge and open. And we'll stay down here for those frog pumpers. Now, knees all out to the side, feet touching, and you're just gonna pulse up and down, keeping the knees open. Here we go, and up. You can hold your mat to prevent yourself from sliding if you need. Squeeze, squeeze, that's it. We're just warming up those glutes, folks. Feel like fire. You're staying down here for our donkey kick coming up. Very good. With or without a band again. We're gonna do a full 30 per leg. All right, foot is flat. We press. Don't arch the back. It's just a little kick up. Not much. Push up through the shoulder blades. And again, totally fine without a band. You'll feel this after 30 seconds aside. I'm already feeling it. Burn. Stay with me. All right, switch your side. I've just got that band above the foot, under the foot. 30 seconds here, then we'll stand for our last exercise and press. Press. Good. We're gonna stand for a hip hinge coming up next. Single leg hip hinge. Kind of like a single leg deadlift, but without the weights, as we're still in that warm-up mode. Five seconds here. Get ready to stand. Wowza, that is not nothing on those glutes. Hip hinge, 30 seconds per side. Knee is soft. Hinge at the hips. And we hinge, you can tap the ground. Hold onto a chair or a wall for balance if you need. I want you to practice this hip hinging pattern where you're thinking about reaching your hip back, keeping your hips flush to the ground, like facing the ground, don't twist up. Stay on this leg. And we'll switch sides. If you're losing too many to balance, plant that toe and hit a kickstand hinge instead. Get ready, other side, and reach and tap. We're gonna repeat this whole thing one more time. So we'll go right back to that lateral walk coming up in a few seconds here. Okay, slip the band on if you're using one. Ankles makes it more challenging, so I'm gonna drop mine lower. Here we go. Walk, walk. Remember your knees, back is flat. And if you have no band, drop it low so you get those glutes fired up here, folks. And slip the band above the knees and onto your back. For our glute abduction, feet touch. You're gonna go up and open, down, up and open, down. That's it. Keep your feet close to your bottom. That's why I hold my mat to prevent myself from slipping away from my feet. Very nice. Okay, and going right into that frog pumpers. Adjust that band if you need. Feet together, knees stay open this time. Here we go, and you're up, down, up. Let's go. Squeezing your glutes at the top. Just getting those glutes nice and warm. Ready to go for our big lifts coming up. Squeeze. All right, into our donkey kick, also known as a quadruped kickback. On all fours here. 30 seconds per side. Here we go, and we press and press. Good. Don't let the back sag. Push up through your shoulder blades. Just a little kick. You don't want to arch the back here. Just squeeze. Squeezing the glute. Getting her warmed up. How many times can you say getting the glutes warmed up, Trace? I guess I just want you to know that that's what we're doing. If you didn't. Almost there, and switch. There's that professionalism we're talking about. Just coming out, pretending like I know what I'm doing. All right, other side. Here we go, and we kick. Kick. I sort of know, don't worry. I sort of know as your leader. Ten seconds, and then we're gonna finish off with the hip hinge standing. All right, nice. Burning glutes already. 30 seconds aside on your hip hinge. Hold the wall for balance if you need. And we hinge. Remember, you can hit that kickstand version here. We want to think of reaching the hips back, then powering them forward. Reach and in. Really plant that big toe firmly into the ground to help with balance. And switching sides. All right, last exercise. Then into our lifts. Shoulders back, back is flat, and hinge right here. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna start off with our glute thrust. I'm gonna use a bench. You could do this from the ground. I will use a barbell, but you could also use your dumbbells, okay? This is gonna be in rep range. Now, Because most of us don't have heavy enough weights in our home gym, I'm gonna keep the volume a little higher with 20 reps. If you find your weight is heavy enough and you can max out at 12, feel free to do that for the 3 sets. All right, let's get started. All right, I'm using a barbell that's at 95 pounds. You feel free to do whatever works for you. If I were using a dumbbell, I'd use that 50. All right, we're gonna go for 20 reps here. Feet are shoulder width apart, under the knees. And let's work 1,000 low, 1,000 low. Halfway, 10 more here. And there's my 20. All right, resting. Whew, very good. I'm gonna give us about a 45-second rest. Okay, nice. If you had some heavier weights and you wanted to add that on now, feel free. I'm gonna add an additional 10 pounds in total here on mine. So do whatever you like. All right, let's make our way back into position here. You ready? Back to another 20. All right, here we go. There, that's probably been about a minute or so. And let's go. All right, dip and drive or on your back, on the ground for 20. That's halfway, I've got 10 more here. There we go. Wow, oh, those last 5 more work. Wasn't much, but I definitely noticed the weight increase. Rest, whew. Grab a little sip if you need, folks. Water break here. Oh, wow. Okay. A lot of gyms have some real nice glute specific machines nowadays. 10, 15 years ago, there was nothing like that, but now there's so many. Thanks to a lot of the work with Brett Contreras. He's known as the glute guy over on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. He's brought a lot of good science-backed research to this game, so that's been good. All right. Ready for your final set? Let's grab that heavy weight. This is where you want to challenge your system. I am at this 20 reps with this weight amount, so I'm good. All right, get into position. Let's knock out 20 here. Feet under the knees. And 1. Squeeze at the top. Halfway, I've got 10 more. Dip low. There's my last one. That was hard. Awesome. Okay. Nice work, folks. Let's give ourselves a little rest for a moment. Catch your breath. Whew. We are going to go into our Bulgarian split squat next. Okay. We just did a horizontal exercise. Now we're going into a vertical. So Brett Contreras uses different dimensions, different ways to hit the glute. Vertical, horizontal, and lateral or rotary. So we're including all of those here today. Into the split squat. Okay, if you can't do a split squat from your bench, hit a static lunge instead. So we're gonna do 10 reps per side. I'm gonna start, I think, with my 15-pound dumbbell, 10 reps per leg. So setting my foot in front, stepping up, putting my foot flush on the bench, slight forward lean, hitting this for 10. So low. You wanna go as low as you can with good form. 3. One more for me, and there's 10. Switching legs. Forward leaning, and drop for 10. And there's 10. Okay, racking that. I will be going up to my 20. Little rest here. Whew. Those big muscle groups definitely get the heart rate up, don't they? Mine is a ticking. Now, we probably don't need as much rest because when one leg was working, the other one was resting. So let's go back to that original leg. I feel like mine's probably ready. Rest longer if you need, of course, but you don't want too much rest in between. You don't want to fully recover here, okay? I'm going up to my 20 pounds, setting the foot out, taking a step, slight forward lean, and 10 a leg. Low and drive. There's my 10. Switching legs, forward lean, and dropping 10. Now, we want to think, did you have quite a few reps left in the tank? If yes, you're going to jump up to the next weight amount. If you felt like you were toward that failure point, you can stick with the same weight. I'm going to go up to my 25. Wowza. Heart is pumping. About 10 more seconds here, and then we'll go back to the original leg. Holding at 25. All right. Are you ready? 10 aside and drop. That's hard. Switching legs. And drop. And 10. Very nice. Now I know you think you might be done here. We are gonna do a 4th set. I'm gonna drop the rep range to 5 per leg. So you wanna think to yourself, what could I do for 5 reps? Really challenging that muscle. I'm gonna pop up to the 30. We'll rest for a sec. When you're lifting those heavy weights, that just kicks your heart rate, doesn't it? Feels good though. Feeling strong. Which is why right now I'm throwing in this last set. I didn't fully feel like I had come toward failure. And now I want to see, you know, popping it up a weight amount, but dropping the reps. Let's see what we can do for 5 aside. I'm holding a 25. And here we go. And switching legs. Honestly, I had more in the tank. Here we go. Forward and 5. There we go. Maybe not on that side. Okay, nice work. Let's take a little water break, catch our breath a little bit, and take a look at the screen. That's the next exercise coming up. As I said, if you need to rest a bit longer, pause the video, but be sure to join me back. Okay, we're gonna move into our Romanian deadlift, all right? This is that hinge pattern, but the knees are bent. So reaching the hips back, bending the knees, nice flat back. You've got 12 here. I'm gonna start with my 30s. All right. Shoulders back, feet are shoulder width apart. Engage the core, reach those hips back. Here you go for 12. Slow on the descent. Power up and squeeze, don't arch the back. Back and 2. There's my 12. Okay, set those down. Little rest. Whew, good. I'm just gonna prep my bar here for the end. Go ahead and think about what weight you're gonna lift next. Did you have quite a few reps left in the tank? If so, go up to the next level. Okay, I had quite a few, so I'm gonna jump up to my 35s, 35 pounds each hand. Of course, you can keep this lighter if you're newer to deadlifts. Use a barbell if you wish. Sometimes that's easier on the hands. Use straps. All right, stick your chest out. Round 2, you've got 12. And we're slow, 2, 3, power up. I've got my 35s. And there's 12. Okay. Whew, that was heavy. Heavy for the arms, forearms. So let's take a rest. Let all that recover there. I know some of you know this, but I have started in the past month and a half, maybe 2 months. I bumped my creatine supplementation up to 10 grams a day. I take the first 5 in my yogurt in the morning, my second 5 while I'm working out. I have noticed a definite increase in my strength, which I'm happy about. Anyway, that's, you know, it's a very personal journey. You don't need creatine to build muscle for sure, but can it give you a slight edge, you know, in a trained person? It can. Studies have shown that, and it's one of those tried and true supplements that has been studied for over 50 years, so we have a lot of information and data on it. Round 3, holding 35s. Engage the core and hinge, reach, and power up. And there's 12. I'm racking those. Wow. Yeah, gets you in the arms. Okay, we are gonna add on that 5 rep range. I'm gonna use my barbell for it. Let's just rest for a moment here. So again, what kind of action is this? Horizontal. We're in that horizontal plane. Coming up, we're gonna move to step ups. In the vertical plane, if you don't have a bench, you'll hit a squat in the vertical plane. So really mixing up the planes, Brett Contreras says, is a great idea to ensure you hit like all of the movement patterns of the glutes, all the ways in which those glutes can move, and all of the glutes, glute maximus, minimus, and medius. Okay, let's do what you can, good form, safe. We're gonna do 5 reps to finish off this circuit here. I'm using my barbell, and you've got 5 when you're ready. And work. And there we are. Nice. All right. Oh, excellent. So, vertical coming up next with the step up. Now, we're gonna go with 10 per leg, and we'll do the same format. We'll do 3 sets at 10, and then we'll go up to our heaviest weight for 5. Just on that very last 4th set. How we doing? Good, heart is pumping. So, as I said, if you don't have a bench, you're hitting a squat. You can do a squat high knee. You could do a sit squat, or you could do a tiptoe squat to make it so that you're doing 10 per leg, okay? 10 aside, I'm gonna start with my 12s. No, come on, Tracy. You can do heavier, you just don't want to because it's hard. I'm gonna go with 15s. 10 a leg, shoulders back. Here we go. So stay on the same side. There's 1, same side for 10, 2. Slight forward lean. Last one on this leg. And switch. 10 here, other side. There's 10. Okay. See? Doable, Tracy. Doable, doable. Just flip this off. All right. Rest. Round 2 coming up. And I think I'll go up to my 20s. Again, that's me challenging my muscles toward that failure point. Yours might look different, so lift within your abilities, okay? You don't have to match me. I don't have to match you because we're all different. Holy heart rate, Batman. All right, let's do it. Round 2. I'm holding 20s, 10 a leg, or that tiptoe squat, and here we go. Slight forward lean, power for 10. There's 10, switching legs. There's 10. Okay, rest. That's definitely slowing down, which is a very good indicator to me that the weight is heavy enough. I'm gonna stick with my 20s for round 3, and then I think I will go up to my 25s for that 5 rep set. Let's walk it out. Do a little recovery here. We want to make sure that we can come back and hit that weight or heavier on your next set, right? Let's bring in that heart rate down a bit. I've got about 10 seconds. I'm going back with my original leg, sticking with 20s. You're in the 3rd set, folks. All right, 10, slight forward lean. Power, let's go, you're strong. You got this, push. There's 10, switching. There's 10. Wow, that leg is not as strong for sure. Rest. Let's take a little recovery. I will go up to my 25s for my 5 rep range because I could do those 10 nicely with the 20s. So I know I'll be able to hit 5 reps with slightly heavier. Well, it's a good guess that I'll be able to anyway. You can always try, as long as you have good form, and then drop weight if you need. Okay, 5 reps a side. I just kind of want to get this over with at this point. All right, holding 25s. You're a 25 and you're a 25. Make sure you got the right weights. Okay, 5. Here we go. Not bad. This side will be the challenge. 5 here. There we go. Okay. Woo. Nice, everyone. Good, good. Okay. Let's catch our heart rate back to normal, homeostasis. The final little circuit, I'm gonna bring back the resistance band for a few of these exercises. All right, so catch your breath, take a look at the screen. Be sure to join me back. Okay, for this next section, I'm gonna put a little bit more padding down for my fire hydrant. This is a modification I learned from Brett Contreras. It's fire. So you're gonna come down into the seated position and then pop back up and extend. If you can't do it or don't like it, you've got some variations. You can do a regular fire hydrant here. You can do a clamshell here with a resistance band if you wish, or come up here, all right? So we're going for 15 a side. So join me however you like. Here we go for our fire hydrant. So I'm gonna put one hand sort of behind, kneeling here. I'm gonna sit back and power up. So this bottom glute is doing the majority of the work, pushing my body weight up. There's 3, low, and 4, low, 5. I'm sitting back and to the side, and 7, 8. Oh, that's fire. I've got 5 more here. 5, 4, wow. 3, 2, 1. That hurts so bad. I'm gonna show you a side view. All right, other side. Hand is sort of back. I'm going to the diagonal inside. Here we go. We sit and power. 15 and 2. There's 10, I've got 5 more on this leg. That is just so incredible. I can't believe the fire that's going on inside. 2 more, up 14 and up 15. Please tell me you feel that. That is just crazy. Okay, into a banded leg extension now. We don't want to go too vast, and we're gonna do 20 reps. If you don't have a band, don't worry about it, but lie on your side to start. We're gonna do 20 sideline, then we're gonna turn to the diagonal, kick back and do 20, then go to our stomach and kick up slightly and do 20. Are you ready? With or without a band. Here we go, and you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stay with me, 9, 10 more, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Roll slightly to the diagonal. You can come down on your hand and back diagonally for 1, 2. Don't arch the back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now on your stomach. All right.
And up for 20. 2, just a little one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow.
Okay, let's flip it over because you got the other side to do here, folks. Don't worry, we're not doing this for 3 rounds, just 2. Okay, 20 here. Here we go, and side. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Slight forward lean, back to the diagonal. And 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Now on your stomach. 20 here, and up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Oh, my Lanta. Okay, one more set of that whole circuit here, folks. Are you dying? You just need to stretch those glutes out for a second. Do that. It feels good. All right, one more. We got this. Let's just do it. Just get her done, folks. Here we go. You've got 15 of the fire hydrant, however you like it. And work. We're gonna sit back. Power 1, low, and 2, back, and 3. There's 10, 5 more on this leg, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. The further you sit to the diagonal, the better, because the more stretch you're gonna have on that glute. If you sit out to the side, you don't have as great a stretch. And the glute crosses, right? The butt cheek there. So crossing diagonal is great. Here we go. Reach it diagonal, and 1, 15. I'm at 10, 5 more here. Burn, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I've also done this in the membership where the knee is slightly elevated on a soft block. So you have a bigger dip and a bigger stretch. It's tremendous as well. All right, last set of things here, everyone. Let's take that band again. Side lift, diagonal lift, and on your tummy, kick back. Here we go for 20. Lift it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. We're gonna lean forward, back to the diagonal, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. And on your stomach, not too high, and work for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Oh, mercy. Last side, everyone. Flip it over. Are you ready? Are your cheeks waiting for a stretch? I know mine too. Here we go. And side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Forward lean to the diagonal and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. And onto your tummy. Last 20 reps. Are you ready? Not too high. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Halfway through. And 10 more here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Count it. 3, 2, 1, and done. Oh, you have moved daily in your glute gains. Holy mama, Sita. It was not nothing. Excellent. Nice work, everyone. Okay, join me for a stretch if you can. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed the workout. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more of this style more frequently, where we're really working on our strength and muscle gains. All right. Let's stretch it out. Cheeks are singing. I tell ya, let's lie down on the back. And we're gonna start with a glute stretch right here. So cross the leg over into that 4 position. Gently press the knee away from the body. So now we're lengthening through that very contracted glute that we've contracted over and over and over and over today. I tell you, that side fire hydrant is a level up from a fire hydrant for sure. Switch sides, even if you are using a resistance band, because like I said, on the diagonal, the glute muscle is there and we get to extend it in the grain that it goes in. So we're lengthening and then contracting, and it's just, that's a great exercise. I learned that again from Brett Contreras, the glute guy. So I've learned a lot of different ways to grow glutes from him. Now let's bring the knees to 90 degrees, let them fall gently to one side and look to the other side here. He recommends training glutes at least 2, maybe even 3 times a week if growing glutes is a priority for you, if that's what you want to do. And I have to be honest, it is challenging in a home gym because your glutes are very, very strong. So you need a stimulus to progressively overload over time. Switch sides. And you can do that by, doing things like heavy step ups, heavy glute thrusts, but then you need a barbell. Those glute machines can jack up the load in a way that it's hard to do in a home gym. But you can use things like, single leg actions, Bulgarian split squat, pistol squat, things where you're putting your body weight plus weight on the glute, and that will help for a season for sure. Let's just round through the lower back here, hug the knees, little circles. But eventually you might need some more load. And in a gym setting, sometimes it can be, let's come to seated, it can be safer because these machines are meant to stabilize you, right? So you don't have to lift up a barbell onto your hips and then gingerly slip down on your bench and try and get it, all of that. So there is definitely, if growing glute specific is a big priority for you, maybe you do a drop-in a gym once a week and do really glute specific workout. That could be something that, is a really great idea to add into your home workouts, kind of pepper that in. Did you switch legs, hamstring stretch here? Just stretching, lengthening. I miss that gym for that. I try to do as much as I can here. My glutes, I feel, are a good size though. They're not anything to write home about, but
Let's go to butterfly stretch. For me, they're good enough. You know, like what do I want? I'm 55. Do I need the big old booty? A swinging hot spot? No, I don't. But I want them to be strong. And so doing things like that Bulgarian split squat and just hitting the 25 pounds and just going, okay, let's make it stronger. I liked that today. I felt good doing that and I felt strong with that. So that's good. One more here. Let's grab that leg and cross over, do a little torso twist here. Anyway, lots of ways to grow, but the caveat is that you need to challenge your muscles toward that failure point. So if you're doing that with the weights that you have, then more power to you. Stay using those. But you can switch up tempo, you can switch up reps, you can switch up volume and get more focus on specific muscles if growth is a target just beyond what, you know, buying more and more weights. So there's lots of ways to do it. You just gotta be creative or follow Move Daily Fitness. Follow our programs because we do that as well. All right, thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks for joining. Let me know in the comments if you liked it, and we'll see you all in the next workout.